Hello guys, welcome back to the Brutal Investor channel. I hope you guys are having a fantastic day today. In this episode, we're going to talk about a very new project, a relatively new project on the Binance Smart Chain that I think has a good short to mid-term potential. And this project is called the Dvision Network, right? Or the DVI token. Again, as always guys, I highly recommend you guys to do your own research and any of the projects that we cover on our channel. And for this project, I recommend you guys to go to the website dvision.network, that is dvision.network, in order to learn more about this project, right? But for the purpose of this video, I'm going to basically cover the information presented below the coin market caps page for this token, because that is going to give a peripheral summary to you guys, so that you guys can do your own in-depth research before you invest in this project, right? So what is Dvision Network? Dvision Network is essentially a blockchain-based VR content ecosystem, which also powers the NFT marketplace within virtual reality, right? So again, if you take blockchain technology and VR technology, there is this boundary where blockchain has its own kind of niche. It's a new groundbreaking technology that's also known as a disruptive technology. And VR, virtual reality, is mostly used in applications for gaming, but also for other applications. But it doesn't really, you never think of blockchain when you think of VR, or you never think of VR when you think about blockchain, right? But Dvision Network essentially tries to bridge both blockchain and virtual reality by bringing both of them together in one place, right? Within the Dvision Network platform. So it's a blockchain-based VR content ecosystem, right, that basically empowers the NFT marketplace within virtual reality. So it's a combination of NFTs, virtual reality, and blockchain within one platform, right? Dvision Network presents a new virtual reality world where humanity can lead an affluent life at the very center of the ICT-based fourth industrial revolution. So again, obviously, Dvision Network is doing something very innovative in this space, where it's trying to bring in virtual reality and NFT in order to kind of make everyone's lives much more easier, because people who use virtual reality live in a different kind of universe where they experience things differently. Like if you have played virtual reality gaming, you'd probably understand what I'm saying, because it's mostly kind of like semi-transient kind of place where you can do whatever you want, interact with virtual people in a virtual world, within a virtual building, within a virtual city, right? So that's how virtual reality is, and it still isn't fully widespread when it comes to its adoption into like day-to-day activities such as grocery shopping, or driving, or even doing your actual work within virtual reality. And that's kind of like the future of virtual reality, right? But when it comes to Dvision Network, what they're basically trying to do is they're trying to bridge blockchain technology with virtual reality in order to make the user experience much more unique. And you can basically call this as the fourth industrial revolution, right? So that's how they are basically like, that's their main selling feature. In fact, to be more precise, Dvision has three important platform pillars, which can be explained briefly as an NFT marketplace or virtual reality market, where you can also create and trade unique items, tailored virtual reality VR space, where you can customize and acquire the virtual space, collection of VR spaces or VR city. It's a public VR world where you can enjoy the metaverse within other users. So again, if you think about Dvision Network, there are three main platforms that are built within the Dvision Network, right? So if you take the first platform, which is the NFT marketplace, or it's also known as the VR market or the virtual reality market, this is the place where you can create and trade unique items within the virtual reality place, right? So imagine being able to create a virtual sword or a virtual gun or a virtual tool that you can create and sell within a platform, and that platform is the NFT marketplace platform, right? So that's one out of the three platforms that they have. The second platform is basically the tailored virtual reality space, or the VR space, and this is the place where you can customize and acquire the virtual space. So if you take the first platform, you can actually build items, right? But the second platform is basically space that you can customize and acquire. So if you have, let's say, a virtual reality land that you want to buy and build an office or a museum or a zoo or whatever you want, you can do that in the second platform, which is basically tailored virtual reality, or the VR space, right? The third platform is basically a collection of VR spaces, which is called the VR city, right? Again, the name is self-explanatory. It's a public VR world where you can enjoy the metaverse with other users. So it's kind of like Decentraland, but much more, virtual reality is kind of a platform, where the third platform allows you to interact with other people's creation. Let's say, for example, if you create a house within your VR space, you can go to another person's house and have a look at their house using the VR city platform, right? So if you see, there's three main platforms, which is basically the first one is where you can create objects and sell them and interact with other people's objects. The second one is basically space, where you can use and build and innovate on. And the third one is basically the entire city, where a collection of spaces with people's own innovation, and it could be like innovations such as museums, zoos, or whatever is being built. You can kind of like interact with other people's objects and buildings, just like how you interact in the real world, right? So this is basically Dvision network summed up together in a summary. So let's look at some of the other information presented in CoinMarketCap, right? So the live Dvision network price today is again 28 cents, which we'll cover shortly. Its 24-hour trading volume is $25 million. Again, not a lot compared to many other projects. If you see, the token has been up 2.86%, which we'll see in a few seconds. It's currently ranked 381st, but if you see, it is it has a very large supply cap, maximum supply of 1 billion tokens, and its current circulating supply is 208 million tokens, right, out of the max supply. So it's a Binance Smart Chain based project, and I think this token has some governance aspects to it as well, which again, we'll check it out on their website. So if you see, they have a really cool website which is similar to the platform is overall similar to Decentraland, but it is in a much more virtual reality focused platform. You can kind of interact with this world by clicking on Dvision World Start button here, or you can kind of like use the Binance Smart Chain bridge. They have some announcement on their website, which you can check it out. They have both Binance Smart Chain and ERC20 version, but I think the Binance Smart Chain version is the most popular one as far as I know. You can create your own avatar. Again, this is some of the examples that they have. You can create your own avatar and then interact within the platform, similar to Decentraland, right? So here are the spaces that they were talking about. This is basically where you can kind of build your own kind of space, similar to, let's say, a windmill here, for example, where you can build a windmill, and that can be a tourist picturesque location where you can charge people to view, or you can basically give them free access. It's up to you. You can also see the NFT. So every object that you create within the platform becomes an NFT, which can be traded within the platform itself. This includes any of these kind of bottles, lamp, chair, tables, etc., right? And if you scroll below, some of the partners that they're working with, obviously partners mean that they're working with these people, and these people are not necessarily invested in this project. So the partners include Chainlink, Curve Grid, Blockwater Capital, Origin, Polygon, Luniverse, Blockchain Game Alliance, Nine, Elrond, Injective Protocol, Bluzelle, IOST, Unilend, TomoChain, Math, Wallet, RK Network, Masari, DAP radar, and so on and so forth. Again, pretty much all the many of the big players in the crypto space, along with some venture capitals as well. So these are all partners. And if you see custody and exchanges, so they're a part of Coinbase custody. So you can buy this token, like you can basically, if you're an institution who wants to buy this token over the counter, you can basically do that using Coinbase custody, and this token is available as a part of Coinbase custody, which potentially means that this token could be listed on Coinbase in the near to the distant future, right? So that's something that you guys need to keep in mind. Apart from that, Uniswap obviously is a platform where you can find liquidity for this project. You can also find liquidity in Indodax, which is an Indonesian digital asset exchange, Bithumb, again a Korean-based exchange, Coin1, Who, and Bilaxy as well, right? So again, they are mentioned in several crypto news outlets mentioned here. You can also see some of their team members in order to learn more about their background as well as what are the projects they're involved in by clicking on the LinkedIn profile here. So again, several members with a lot of experience and background in virtual reality as well as finance and so on and so forth. So again, I just don't want to take too much of time showing them in this video, but if you see, you can also participate by providing your email ID and getting the most recent updates from the team directly. And you can also be involved in the community by going on to their social links and accessing their information or talking to the team if you have any questions. And you can find their 2 white papers in Korean as well as in English on their website, which I highly recommend people to read before investing in this project, right? You also have other information on the top right corner. If you click on the 3 lines, you can see contact, team, partners, about, and Binance Smart Chain Bridge. So again, Binance Smart Chain Bridge is basically for bridging the ERC20 version of this token to the Binance Smart Chain platform, right? So again, it's a pretty straightforward concept with a very unique selling feature where they're trying to blend virtual reality with blockchain technology. And I think based on the success of Decentraland, you can only assume that this project will potentially perform well, provided it keeps innovating and keeps adding on to its platform, right? So going back to the CoinMarketCap page for Dvision Network, this token is currently ranked 381st by market cap on CoinMarketCap with a price point of 28 cents that I'm making this video, and it recently had a decent pump of 2.87% in the past 24 hours. The market cap for this token is $58.9 million in market cap, which is considered as a low cap token. When it comes to whether this token is a gem, I believe that platforms like Decentraland only provide information about how you can it's basically a GTA, a decentralized world, right? That's basically what Decentraland is. But Dvision Network is going one step further and including virtual reality, which basically means if you have some kind of a virtual reality device, if you wear it, you can basically interact with the Dvision Network world, where you can interact with people's NFTs, their city, their entire infrastructure that they've built on, and you can do that in a virtual reality manner, which is something that I feel like what most NFT based gaming platforms will eventually evolve into. And therefore I think Dvision can be considered as a low market cap gem based on what kind of a market it's trying to achieve with the innovation that it's doing, right? So that's something that is my personal opinion. And obviously, if you're investing in this project at this stage, again, not financial advice, you would be considered as an early investor, right? So if you see the max supply, it is 1 billion tokens, and amongst that, there's only 208 million tokens in circulation, which is about 21%, not an ideal number that you'd want to see. But again, if you see, they probably have incentives for people to interact with the game, and they'll be rewarded. People who interact with the game will be rewarded with the DVI tokens, the native tokens, and they have to provide inflationary rewards. And that's one of the reasons I believe this kind of max supply is justified, and that seems to be the case for this project. And therefore, I wouldn't really throw this token under the bus because of its extremely high max supply and low circulating supply, right? Although that being the case, you can still expect some short-term price inflation. That will cause the price to slump and move sideways or even move downwards, which is something that you can expect from this project, right? But that's only going to be for the short term, because for the long term, I think this project has some promising potential if it manages to grab a decent market share from projects like Decentraland and Axie Infinity and so on and so forth, right? So if you take the chart for example, you can clearly see that this token has rallied quite a bit. The token has been involved since late last year 2020, to be specific, since November or even earlier than that, but the price point is available since November 4th of 2020, when the token was trading at 4 cents per token. It was pretty much moving sideways with occasional peaks and dumps until early March this year, when the token price went all the way from about 11 or 9 cents all the way till an all-time highs of about $1, $1.04, before slowly crashing down and reaching a lower price point of about I believe less than 25 cents, which was what we expected from this crash, and now it's slowly starting to rebound, and it has a potential to go upward, right? So I think this token is still in its early stages of a rally cycle, therefore it can definitely retest its all-time highs again. But if you see the price point right now compared to its all-time highs, you're pretty much getting it for 1/4 of its price point, right, since it's all-time high. So you're getting it at a decent discount. Again, not investment advice or financial advice, but that's just my opinion. And I think projects like this is going to definitely cause again, as they mentioned, a fourth industrial revolution, because of how well they're integrating virtual reality with blockchain, right? So projects like this will be an inspiration to several other NFT projects in the future. So with that in mind, let's look at the Bitcoin comparative. Again, the price of the Bitcoin comparative has been pretty volatile. You can clearly see that the token price was initially worth 325 satoshis per token. It was making some decent pumps and dumps, going all the way till 640 or 650 satoshis per token, and then crashing back down to like 224 satoshis, and then going up and down. But pretty much a relaxed action from this token until the early March this year, when the token price went from 247 satoshis to an all-time highs of about 1700 satoshis, right? 1730 satoshis per token before moving back down. But although if you see, compared to dollar comparative, the Bitcoin comparative has been holding steadily and hasn't really crashed fully. And therefore I would say that this project can go a little bit lower in the Bitcoin comparative. Although if you see, the lowest price point it has been during this market downtrend was 575 satoshis. I would probably say that this token can bounce back above the 1000 satoshi mark, and then retest its all-time highs of 1700 satoshis pretty soon. If you consider that price point, then this is a really good price point to buy, right? I would say for the dollar comparative, it looks much more better compared to Bitcoin comparative as a buying opportunity. For Bitcoin comparative, I'll probably hold off and wait till it goes below the 500 satoshi mark, which I think it can for the short term, before rallying back upwards, right? So that's just my opinion, again, not financial advice. If you take the markets where it's available, you can clearly see that this token is available on Uniswap, Bittrex, Bithumb, as well as in several other tier 2 exchanges. But if you see, PancakeSwap is probably the better option for people to buy with low fees, and you can buy it on Binance Smart Chain. And since this token is a part of the Binance Smart Chain and Ethereum ecosystem, I do think that this token can be listed on Binance as well, apart from a potential Coinbase listing. And if you see, I like how CoinMarketCap is also adding an audit section to say that this project is audited and which firm has audited it. So again, it's currently audited by Slow Mist, which is a relatively less well-known audit firm, but I do expect to see more audits from several well-known players such as Certic in the future, right, for this project. So overall, what's my final verdict on this? I think this project has a good potential in the long run. It is going to have a slow growth because it is trying to tackle a niche market. Virtual reality with gaming is a very sub-niche market that I could say compared to the gaming market and NFT market. If you want to see the long-term implications of this project, you only need to look at projects like Axie Infinity and Decentraland, which are some of the most successful projects that have captured a huge market share for the gaming NFT brand, right? So when you compare this project with those projects, this is extremely undervalued and has an extremely high potential to grow. With such a low market cap, you're basically getting into this project at a very early stage, right? So getting into this project at this stage is like getting into Decentraland, early last year, or even late 2019, around that area, right? So that's basically when you should have gotten into Decentraland before you saw some really cool gains early this year. And now I think Decentraland is kind of like starting to cool down. But this project is also a very strong project in my opinion, especially for people who like virtual reality based gaming and people who like to build things in a virtual reality place and hold on to NFT assets from in-game items for long term as an asset. So this is for those people, but I think this is still for people who are willing to test out some new blockchain based gaming platform with a lot of potential to grow, right? So I would definitely add this token into my portfolio. I'll just buy a decent amount of this token because this token can potentially get both a Binance listing as well as a Coinbase listing. I think that is going to push the price of this token back to its all-time highs of $1, and then maybe even push it even further, bringing it to $2 or even $1.50, $2 in that range, and maybe even crossing about $5 per token in the long run, right? I think I can see that happening for this token. That's my opinion, guys. If you want to buy this token, please do your own research because this video does not contain any financial advice, right? Again, remember guys, you guys are not regular investors, you guys are brutal investors, so stay brutal. Thank you very much for watching my video, guys. If you like my video, please hit the like button and subscribe for more videos. See you in my next video. Bye.